Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Well, y'all, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Jeanette Davis. I do have the privilege to serve as a community health specialist for recovery supports for Logan Mason ROSC. And this is our monthly meeting. So if you came to look for our monthly meeting, you are in the right place. I definitely want to welcome you. I say it every time, but I mean it. You could be anywhere right now, and you're choosing to be with us. And I see you and I appreciate you. So thank you for being here. We got some meaty stuff happening today. We're going to go through some of our housekeeping stuff, right? I don't want to dismiss pausing and really understanding what a ROSC is and our mission. We're going to do some introductions and our survey, guys. If you don't have your phones out, go ahead and get them out and get them ready. We'll talk about that in a second. Um, we're going to go through some other things, but the meat is, and it is National Recovery Month. So I want to say happy National Recovery Month to all. Purple is the color for this month. But we have an amazing gentleman, my brother from another mother, here that is going to share with us. Then we're going to talk about some upcoming opportunities, and then we're going to be on our way. Sound like a plan? Yeah? Can I get a thumbs up? Thumbs up? All right, all right, all right. So, what is a ROSC, right? What is this thing that we call ROSC? I'm going to read it verbatim because I think that's the best way to go about this description. So, a ROSC is a coordinated network of community based services and supports that is person centered and builds on the strengths and resiliences of individuals, families, and communities to experience recovery and improved health, wellness, and quality of life for those with or at risk of substance use and or mental health challenges. The central focus of a ROSC is to create an infrastructure or systems of care with the resources to effectively address the full range of substance use and or mental health challenges within communities. Whew, big mouthful, right? Whole lot, whole lot, whole lot, whole lot, whole lot what we got going on. But we here, Logan Mason ROSC, our mission is improving access to health, wellness, and holistic recovery options for people who are at risk of or suffering from substance use disorder while educating and connecting Logan and Mason counties to reduce stigma and improve recovery outcomes. So that is what we are a part of. But we do want to take a minute. I think it's so important that we acknowledge you all here. So we are going to do introductions. Just asking your name, your organization affiliation, or what has you coming here. And our question today is, what is your favorite fall treat? That's the question we're now. You see the QR code. I need y'all get those phones out. And as we are introducing ourselves, if you could please take this moment to take our survey. Now, this survey is getting pushed out to every and all that I possibly can get to. However, I believe that it needs to start here with our council. So if you could take the time, and even if you're here for the first time, please take the time to fill this out. This is data that we use to mold and direct what we have going on. So it does matter. Matters. All right. So
I also
Grace, oh,
dropped the link to the survey if you don't have your phone and it's not working in the chat. So there's no excuse.
right? Count how many people. That's how many surveys we want, y'all. No, this is a big help, and be looking out. We'll be sending some emails, but to for you to help share within your circle of influence. That will be coming. Grace, could you go ahead and get us started as far as introductions?
Yeah, absolutely. My name's Grace Irvin. I'm a prevention coordinator here at Chestnut Health Systems, serving on the Logan Mason ROSC, also on the Livingston ROSC, also a part of the Logan Mason Substance Use Prevention Grant, and a part of the BASE grant, which is Build, Amplify, Support, and Empower. My favorite fall treat is I'm a big pumpkin roll girl. I love me a good pumpkin roll, and I'm not a big pumpkin spice latte. That's poopy. I also worked at Starbucks for like 3 years. So Not a fan, but give me a pumpkin roll and I will eat the crap out of that.
Good to know. Good to
Hmm.
know. I'm just going to go down and Jeff, you're next on my screen.
Jeff Gray, worked for Carl Health, substance use disorder counselor. Favorite fall treat would probably be s'mores or hot dogs at a bonfire.
Oh, I did. Thank you, Jeff.
Jeanette,
Oh,
you cut out. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Miss Deb.
Good afternoon, Deb Beckman with the statewide ROSC leadership team. My favorite fall treat is candy corn.
Ah, okay, Miss Deb, you done told us something about yourself. Candy corn. Thank you for being here. Tyler.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tyler Winger. I'm with Chestnut Health Systems. I do youth prevention, education, but I'm on the substance use prevention program grant. We service Logan and Mason County. I am also a candy corn fan, so that's my favorite fall treat. Very
All
controversial,
right.
I know.
Wow. And newer generations coming with the candy corn, huh? I see, I see. Well, Molly, you're next.
Hi, I'm Molly McCain. I'm the community health consultant at Lincoln Memorial Hospital. I like all things apple cider donuts, apple cider slushies. Take me to an apple orchard, please, and thank you.
Okay. All right. Miss Tia.
Tia Shum, Pike County ROSC. Anything pumpkin, honestly. All of it.
Okay. Tia said all of it. Okay. Short and simple. Okay. Pumpkin. Yes, I'm done. Oh my gosh. Abby, you're cracking me up. You're cracking me up with the I hate to ick on your yum, but ew. Too funny, too funny. All right, Miss Joanna. Love to see your face.
Likewise. Are the candy corns like those yellow, orange, and white stuff? No, 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 no. But I'm happy that other people like them because then, there needs to be balance in the world. Um, I am Joanna Gonzalez. I work for IDHS DBHR. I'm the ROS coordinator here, and I'm with Tia with the pumpkin. I didn't even know I liked pumpkin like that until like pumpkin pies are like kind of my jam. So, especially my mother-in-law's, they're like delicious.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for being here. Miss Abby, we know you don't like, caramel corn, but I mean, what are they called? Candy corn.
Yeah, like chalky ew in your mouth. Eat some clay. Yum. Um, so I'm Abby Behrens with Prevent Child Abuse Illinois. I'm the Central Region Prevention Specialist. And yeah, nothing pumpkin. That's disgusting too. But I do love a good apple cider donut, s'mores, a s'mores latte, all that. So, but no
All
pumpkin
right.
and no candy corn for me.
But Abby definitely knows what she doesn't like for sure. Thank you for being here. Marie.
I am Marie Riley. I work with early intervention through CFC 18. We cover Logan, Mason, Menard, and Sangamon counties. And my favorite fall treat is pretty much anything caramel. I like caramels, and I like caramel apples, caramel cake, caramel cookies, and I love roasted marshmallows over the fire, perfectly brown and melted all the way through, and they can't be burnt, and they can't be hard anywhere inside them. They have to be melted all the way through. I'm very picky.
You sound like quite the s'mores connoisseur there.
Yes, I am.
Thank you for being here. Lisa.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa Latham. I am AHEC coordinator for West Central Illinois AHEC. AHEC is Area Health Education Center. We serve 17 counties in the West Central region of the state. And Abby stole my apple cider donut, so I have plenty more to choose from, but I'll just say pumpkin pie with lots of Cool Whip.
Yeah, that's my jam right there, right there. Of course, the Cool Whip has to be, bigger than a piece of pie. Thank you for being here. Miss Carmen.
I almost said good morning. It's the afternoon. Carmen Lanham. I'm a prevention integration coordinator with Family Guidance Centers. I am on the Regional Substance Use Prevention Integration Center grant. And if Kristen can't go yet, she does the same thing, because I know in the comments she says she's driving. So Kristen does the exact same thing. I just don't know her fall treat. My favorite fall treat, I'm not a sweets person, and I don't really drink coffee. So none of the pumpkin spice lattes for me. But I really like chili and I like soup. So it's perfect chili and soup season. So that's my favorite for all that.
Hey, yes, yum, yum. Thank you for being here and for having Kristen's back there. Danny.
Hi, I'm Danny. I'm a community health worker at SIU Family Medicine in Lincoln. I have to go with Carmen. I was gonna say the same, chili and soup. I love it when it cools off and you can eat the delicious hot hearty soup. But I also love pumpkin bars with a good cream cheese icing. It's about the only sweet I really like. So,
All right. Well, we know what to get Danny for fall. Lori.
Hello. I'm Lori Jackson. I'm with SIU. I'm the CIO FQ8C, part of the organization to help. And my favorite thing is s'mores. When I think the first gentleman indicated that s'mores are my favorite in the fall. I love sweets.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Naomi.
Hello. I'm a big fan of this icebreaker. I've used it myself. I don't remember what I used to say. My name is Naomi Willis. I'm the community liaison with the Pavilion Behavioral Health System. I can inhale one of the baked apple croissants from Starbucks. Way too expensive for no reason. But I always have like employees of food establishments tell me I'm like the first person to do something. And I'm like, that's great. She's like, you're the first person to order this afternoon. I'm like, oh, cool. But I'm a big fan of the apple croissant, so definitely a big one.
So thank you for being here. Kaylin.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I've been having issues, so I was hoping.
Okay.
Anyhow, I'm Kaylin Cooper. I'm from the Mason District Hospital in Havana, Illinois. I am the employee health and education nurse as well as community outreach. And I think I'm gonna have to go with Danny. I really like the pumpkin bars with the really good cream cheese.
All right. Y'all got my mouth watering. And thank you so much for being here, Kaylin. Cammie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Cammie Garrison. I'm with the statewide ROSC Leadership Project. I'm the technical assistant for Region 3. My favorite is the kettle corn, the kind you get at like Covered Bridge Festival or an outdoor festival. It mostly smells so good. That's my favorite.
All right. Yes, that's a yummy too. I hadn't thought about. Thanks for being here. Miss Kim.
Hello.
Hi.
Kim Turner, Hope on Fifth, probation, taffy apples, and pumpkin bar would be right up there.
Taffy apples and pumpkin bars. You're a little muffled, Miss Kim. But I'm just going to repeat that's from probation. Kim Turner from probation. She does drug court and Hope on Fifth. Wanted to make sure folks knew you were in the house. Sandra.
Sorry, I'm having issues. Can you hear me?
We can.
Okay. Sandra, I am the case manager for the medication assisted recovery program in Taylorville at SIU Family Center Center for Family Medicine. And my favorite is the caramel apples from Orchard Hill in Fulton County. If any of you do the Spoon River Drive, it's over between Lewiston and Havana, and they have the best caramel apples ever.
Because you gave us directions, girl. You wanted to. I love that. Thank you for being here. Tristan?
Yeah, good to see you, Jeanette. Hey, quick introduction. I'm on the road, but I'm from Mason County. I'm from Havana, but I'm currently working with Task in the deflection program out of Champaign. And I'd say my favorite food, boy, it's hard to pick one. I love everything, but pumpkin bars and those caramel apples that you just mentioned, Sandra. Good to see familiar faces.
Glad you're here, Tristan, even if you're on the road. So glad to have you. Remember, the goal of doing this is because we believe strongly that the way that communities change is by building relationship. And this is a way that we do that. And so I appreciate everyone participating. Now I really want to know the question, who filled out their survey? Just asking. All right, we can flip screens, please.
All good. I was just going to tell you how many so far.
I got a thumbs up from Lori.
7
Lisa.
people.
Woo woo.
Just kidding. 8 people.
Okay, look at the folks getting them in. We truly, truly appreciate you. Again, this is information that not only is going to impact our community, but it's going to impact our state as a whole. So thank you for taking the time. Hey guys, I wanted to stop and make sure that we had an update on our Naloxone Saves Lives panel discussion that we had on Overdose Awareness Day, August 31st. We did, if you missed it, no worries. It is on our Facebook. Logan County Recovers Together or Mason County Recovers Together. We had a great discussion, and we were, Hope on Fifth was gracious enough to allow us to have an in-person audience as well, not just our Facebook audience. And so just so proud of everyone who shared. I mean, folks shared from their heart. Again, if you missed it, no worries. You can find it on Facebook. Lisa, I see your hand. Lisa, did you have something? Oh, hand down. Maybe not.
So sorry, I raised it when you asked who had their survey done, and I forgot to put it down. So sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah, this was an awesome event. Grateful to the folks that showed up. My quote of the month, right, being Recovery Month. One day you'll tell your story of how you overcame what you went through, and it will be someone else's survival guide. I've heard this a lot through my walk, but I believe that this can apply to any one of us. So, you know, there's something about us sharing our pain, our struggles, our stories with other humans that we really unlock an opportunity for them to find wellness. So think on that this month. All right, what do we have next there, Grace? Our flyers and cards, guys, make sure, I always want you to know we are doing the updated card because I am happy to say we have multiple meetings to add to our card. So that is a good problem to have. So be expecting for some new cards to be distributed here soon. And if you haven't received cards from me before and you want some, please let me know. I did want to make sure we are aware of our community resource, Logan County Recovers Together. Logan County Resources.org or Mason County Resources.org. Look, guys, this is a really comprehensive website that's been put together. It's not perfect. If you see some errors, please let us know. If we need to add something, take something away, change something, this thing works together when we work it together. So, but wanted to make sure y'all were aware that this is a resource and available. And we also have them in cards should you want some in your offices or wherever it is that you work. All right, our harm reduction resources. This is important that we do make mention of these things simply because it's one of our goals, right? We want to be able to have harm reduction resources available as much as we can. And we're happy in Logan County. We have multiple places from the Family Custom Cleaners, the courthouse, Mount Pulaski Library, the Logan County Courthouse, or the health department is what I meant to say the first go around. Danny, I see your paw up. I mean, your hand up. I tell my kids paw.
So obviously Kara Davis, our beautiful director of nursing here at the health department, couldn't make it today, but she wanted me to let you guys know that she has plenty of naloxone if anybody needs any, and she's doing a training this coming Tuesday at the Lincoln Library. So she just wanted me to pass that on.
Awesome, Danny. Absolutely. So the health department, if you want some naloxone by the boxes, she's more than happy to send you out with some. We have a couple more that we have on our slides as far as Logan County Hope on 5th during open hours. That's available, and the Logan County Jail lobby. We do have others that we do want to include, like the Walgreens and the different kinds of different distributors like that, because I think, it's important that we know everywhere. So that will be getting updated. But in Mason County, we're happy that the Havana Public Library, the health department there, the Foreman Valley Public Library, and Mason City Public Library as well. So we are grateful for them to partner with us and provide these resources. Are there any questions about the harm reduction resources? Just wanted to give a sec. All right, then. And if you do have any questions, you can throw them in the chat too. Grace, I think you're watching that, right? All right. Well, we are going to get to the juicy part of this time together. Hey, it's Recovery Month, and not everyone has got to hear a bit of someone's story. The time frame we have, that's all we're going to get is a bit. But I am so grateful to have Jeff Gray join us today. He has been a champion in recovery. We have been able to learn from each other, lean on each other. And so I'm just so happy you're here, Jeff. And if you just want to go ahead and kick us off.
Hello, my name is Jeff. I'm an addict and an alcoholic in recovery. I started this journey in the 90s. Started getting DUIs by the time I was 17 years old. Went to treatment probably 15 years ago. And I went through the motions. I went there to keep my wife and keep my job. I was a correctional officer for about 20 years in Lincoln. And I ended up losing both of them anyways, because I wasn't able to be honest with myself. I didn't work an honest program. I made it about a month and I relapsed. Eventually I became homeless, to the point where I had a landlord bail me out. She ended up driving me to a treatment center, and I always tell, I'm a substance use disorder counselor, Carl Health at the Addiction Recovery Center. And I tell the patients all the time, do not beat yourself up if you came in here for relief, because you can find some recovery before you leave if you're willing to look for it and willing to work for it, because it will materialize if you work for it. So I did end up losing everything. And then I was caught me some felonies. And that's whenever I got to meet my guidance counselor. Some people call it a guidance counselor. I call it my probation officer, which is Kim. She was my probation officer. And I had the toughest time in the beginning. I was so resistant to change. But that's when the Veterans Treatment Court, I got into Veterans Treatment Court, and I got assigned a mentor. It was like a gift from my higher power. Joe Shaler was my mentor. He did a lot of work in Lincoln to get Hope on 5th off the ground. Him and Kim did a lot of work together. Kim helped me out a lot. Joe helped me out a lot. I got a sponsor. I started working the steps. It's a daily thing for me. What I do, and when I wake up in the mornings, I hit my knees and I ask my higher power for a blueprint for the day. At the end of the day, I'll ask myself, where did I fall short? Who do I need to make amends to? And the most important thing I ask myself each night before I go to sleep is, what did I do right? And I try to teach that with the patients as well, to keep it on, be cognitive of what we're doing to better our actions, but don't let the wind slide either. I'm trying to go without taking up too much time. Also, we have a wonderful opportunity. I didn't know that Carl Health was part of the ROSC Council now up here, and my boss told me we were. We're having a recovery walk, as you know, Saturday in Havana from 12 to 3. I've got the speakers lined up. I talked to Tristan. Tristan says we've got some food coming from IGA, so I'm really looking forward to it. And what I'm doing is I always tell the patients, ask them, what is your why? My why, and I started this with Tristan. We started this, and I met Tristan through Jeanette. She introduced us, and it's been wonderful ever since then. We started a meeting in Havana. We've tried different things. We're still trying to build that meeting up together. But my why is I started a meeting also up here in Peoria as an alumni meeting. We tried it with in Lincoln at the veterans meeting. I'm glad to see that the meeting down at Hope on Fifth, that it is blossoming, and we've sent people over there from up here too. But my why is to stay connected and to be the candle that lights that next candle, because I think that that's what this is all about. That's the only way that our program is going to stay alive, is if we tend to be that candle that lights that other candle, because that candle will lose nothing by lighting the other candle. I also live a mantra. This is my mantra I live life by. If I feel it, I can survive it. And if I bury it, it'll bury me. So when I first came into treatment or into AANA, I thought, I'm only doing the 12 steps. And if you do not have a background in recovery, I'm not listening to you. I robbed myself of so much good teaching from doing this. The cornerstone for recovery, in my opinion, to remain teachable, is to work on untreated trauma and work on the character defects. But that all starts with emotional regulation. And I believe I could not process my trauma. I couldn't process my emotions. I couldn't regulate my emotions until I processed my trauma. So I believe that's the cornerstone of the whole thing. I teach this to patients because it's worked for me. There's a book by John Bradshaw. It's called Healing Your Inner Child. It takes you from increments from your first memory till you're 5, all the way up to your present self. And that clears the wreckage of the past. I put that with the 12 steps, and it seems to work. My program, I only work one day at a time. I know you've heard it a million times, kind of cliche, but that's how I live my life, and it's been working.
We lost your face, Jeff.
Oh, did you?
Oh, there you are.
Could you hear me the whole time?
Yeah, no, everything.
Okay.
We heard everything. Yes.
Right. So I'm trying to rush through this. I'm trying not to take up
you're
too much
good.
time.
You're good.
But, through this program and through this community, like, I didn't realize how much the police could actually help. I didn't realize how much the legal side can actually help. Kim became she was like basically a sponsor to me, a confidant. She checked me. She'd call me out whenever I was BSing. I needed it at that time. I needed the veterans treatment program at that time, because I promise you, I wouldn't have made it to where I am right now if I didn't have that accountability. And I like what you're doing in Lincoln, is and everywhere you guys, the ROSC Council, doing this, is breaking down that stigma and those walls between the life I used to live, was drugs, alcohol filled life with criminal activity, to being able to trust the police and to see that they want to see the end of this too, because we're losing too many people. We've all had people that have died because of this disease of addiction. And I think that what really made my heart happy is whenever I seen on there, because I lived in Lincoln for several years, almost 15 of them, all the different places that have the Narcan, the naloxone, and all that, and the testing strips. You guys are doing the higher powers work, forgive me for saying it, doing the Lord's work out there with this, and I really appreciate that. But all that said is, families come back together, because this is a family disease. This is a progressive illness. I know that if I do not stay surrendered to my higher power, which is step 3, I will go back out. I tell that to the patients. I'm completely transparent. I am not cured. That's why I stay active in AA and NA. This program has saved my life. I never would have thought a few years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I'd be sitting in an office on a Zoom meeting talking about recovery, being a counselor. You know, not too long ago, I was in the system. So, and that is because of this program. And the ROSC Council helped me out a lot. I can't thank you guys enough for doing what you do out there, because for people like me that didn't see a light at the end of the tunnel, I didn't believe in myself at the time, but I had people like Jeanette that believed in me whenever I couldn't believe in myself. Right. Um, so I'm trying, I don't want to get too emotional, but at the same time, I still have to work. So as soon as I leave this door, I got to go back to work. But I love all of you. I love the fact of what you're doing. And I look forward to continue to bring this message home, because there is an answer. And I believe it is through facing these traumas, feeling these traumas, processing these traumas, working the steps, doing a real solid 4-step inventory. And that'd help somebody that never even drank or did drugs before. Just doing a personal moral inventory and doing it daily checking in on myself daily with that. Doing a step 10, promptly admitting when I'm wrong. This program has given me the opportunity to grow. And I've just started. So I'm going to continue to keep growing. And like I said, I'm not doing it by myself. I'm doing it with a higher power, and I'm doing it with a collective group of individuals that are like-minded, that want to see us put a dent into this disease of addiction that's taken so many lives. So thank you for listening to me. I know it was short and sweet. Normally I ramble for 45 minutes or an hour, but today I spared you. So thank you all for listening to me.
Oh, Jeff, thank you so much for sharing. Folks, one word, evidence. Recovery can and does happen. Let this be some gas in your tank, right? Let this help your cup flow over, and what you're doing and how what you do in your spaces and places are affecting people in recovery. We do want to leave just a couple minutes for any questions or comments that you would like to give Jeff.
I just want to say thank you for sharing your story. Like, it's really inspiring. It motivates us on a daily basis to continue to do what we do. So thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you for doing what you're doing out there. Like I said, we didn't believe in ourselves. There's times where we don't believe in ourselves, and we need that extra help. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Being Recovery Month, again, why do we do what we do, right? Sometimes we need to remember. And when I talk to my friend Jeff, and I'll get emotional, but to watch all of it and to see who and how he lives today, it's just mind blowing, even for someone that is in recovery and figuring it out herself, right? It's such a beautiful thing to witness, because that's why I come back. It's because Jeff's there. And when Jeff needs somebody, that's why I'm there. And that's how this thing works. And thank you, brother. I love you so much. And look, he's a counselor. Stop it, right? Any other questions or comments you have for Jeff?
Hey, Jeff, as always, man, thank you, brother. Love you, buddy. Keep it up.
I love you too, man. I'll see you Saturday at the recovery walk, man. I got us lined up. So
I love it. I love it. And that's it, guys. It's community, it's together, it's connection, it is relationship, right? That is the key to putting a dent into this, is building relationships. And that's what we're invested to do. And thank you again for being a part of today and just being vulnerable. Y'all, it's not easy to, all the time share those places and spaces that we would rather forget. However, when we do get to a place where we understand how much fuel that is for us to continue and to be a part of this, that's when we kind of have a shift, right? And I'm talking about those of us who are in recovery. I do want to make mention before we move on here that peer support and it's a part of, I never want, administration or clinicians to think that, oh, we're coming to, no, no, no. We are a part of, and we work together to help someone to reach their highest potential, right? And so I just wanted to make mention of that. And sometimes us peers become those folks too, clinicians and things like that. So again, I just evidence that recovery can and does happen. Yep. All right. Is there anything in the chat that we need to look at? No, you're watching it, Grace. I'm trusting. All right. So those were questions and comments for Jeff.
I just think you should see one thing.
Yeah.
Lisa wrote in the chat, I think this is amazing, that the ROSC has inspired her in her recovery journey to pursue a peer recovery specialist certification. She's 6.5 years sober. So keep up the great work and spreading so much kindness and love to us all.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. Sincere. So appreciate you. Sammy, are you in the house? You snuck in here?
She did. She also snuck in here, and then everyone's saying thank you to Jeff for sharing and saying that he killed it.
And I think I saw Sheriff Boyd in the house. Just want to acknowledge those folks. Thank you for being here. All right, what is next here, Grace? All right, we want to make sure, right? One of the things that we're doing, the ROSC is doing, we want to connect other folks to initiatives that are working. And this is one that we are super, super excited about. A deflection program coming to Logan, Mason, and Menard are the service areas for this specific deflection program, which we have named the Bridge, or Building Recovery, Inclusion, and Dignity for Growth and Empowerment. Easier to say bridge, right? Than that mouthful. Look, guys, we have the support of our Lincoln Police Department chief of police. He's 10 toes down. He's in it. He's never missed anything that has to do with the planning. He checks in even if he's not at a meeting. This could potentially change the trajectory of others' lives whom may not have gotten into the legal system yet. And so we will be able to have deflection specialists on hand that will be able to walk alongside, and not just walk alongside, poke a little, call, stop by, check in, to have some actual accountability. And that would come after a potential small a charge, which we're still figuring out what those are. Maybe it has a police contact and they would normally get, found guilty or have to go through that whole process. Once they go through this deflection process, we are figuring out how long that would be. Then that charge, should they complete successfully, would drop off. And so we are so blessed to have, again, police department, and he is helping to get Mason, Tristan too, very much helping to get other law enforcement involved. If you want to know more about it, please reach out, because this thing's coming. And again, the only way that it's really going to work is when we all work it together. So wanted to invite you. It is Zoom only, and so we don't have the link yet, but I can make sure to share it when we receive it and pass it forward to you all. But we would love for you to join. Any questions about Bridge? Oh, okie dokie. What's coming up? Well, Jeff hit on it. This Saturday, we will have our Walk for Recovery in Havana, Illinois, at the Riverfront Park. Speakers, food, fellowship. I heard something about water balloons. I heard something about bubble wands. But we're going to have an amazing time. It's a time to come together. If you never have heard or been to something like this, oh, this is the one. Come out, join us. It's free. It's free. If you would like to join us by your resources, we would love for you to come along. I have sent out a link if you are interested. Or if you are unable to attend yourself, I'm more than happy to display your resources on your behalf. But this is an event that I know firsthand, and she's on one person that I know on is on the call, that her life began to change when she saw a flyer at one of our walks. And now she's 6 years in and doing amazing things and all the things. So these walks they matter. So come on out. The following Saturday, September 27th, we will be in Lincoln, Illinois at Scully Park, 12 to 3. And again, we're going to have some speakers, we're going to have some food, and we're going to have some fellowship, some music. And we're just going to really have a time together to reflect, but also to look forward with a message of hope. So we are excited about our folks who are going to share that day. And again, if you would like to come and be a part of, please fill out that, or I sent out the link for you to fill out the information. We'd love to have you. Any questions about the walk?
If you have a chance, and you didn't see the link in the emails, I just dropped it in the chat too. So
thank you.
No excuse to not sign up.
Right. Or at least have, your information. We would share it on your behalf. So, all right, what's next here? Yes, our Recovery and Action Subcommittee, we continue to meet the second Tuesday of every month. These are the folks that help plan these walks in different ways, creative ways that we want to share education in the community, doing help set up our panel, do different things. So if you know of someone who's like, I really would love to contribute, but I don't know how, send them our way because we got some work for them. Our next meeting is October 14th, again at 4:30 to 6, and we do meet there at Hope on 5th. Love to have you. Actually, we are going to be creating resource bags, more resource bags for the Logan County Jail that they are given to folks as they leave. And so we are gathering the last bit of resources, but naloxone, testing strips, meeting times and places, health department information, a plethora of resources that we're trying to offer because folks are really not staying as long there at the jail to gain resources. We want to be able to send them out with something useful. And so we appreciate Sheriff Boyd for working with us, but it's this group of people that helps put those kind of things together. So any questions about that? Okie dokie. Well, we are at the place where if you have an update, if there's something exciting happening in your world or a way that we could help reciprocate with you, we'd love for you to share it now. Any updates going on, anything you would like to highlight? This is your time. Oh, y'all. Come on now. I'm like Joanna, the silence be killing me.
I'm stalling because I don't have the link up right this second, but I'm finding it right now to put in the chat. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So, not tomorrow, but Saturday night, in Peoria, there is a Stand Up for Recovery event. So it's a lot of our buddies up from the Northwest Central Illinois area, and some from the Peoria area. We're just going to be there's going to be a lot of recovery stories as well, but it's, it's a lot of fun, and I will be bombing first.
You're going to be amazing, Naomi. They're having a comedy show, y'all. I mean, and I'm I wish I could be in multiple places at one time, right? But maybe y'all can record it, Naomi, because I would love to be a part of that.
I'm sure someone's going to have their phone out, so whether or not I like it, it'll be out there. But I know that this is an event. I went last year for the first one, and I think we're just going to keep doing it annually. So this will be really fun to see again.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
It's on a really cool venue too, if you've never been in Peoria. Which, Naomi, I'm blanking on what it's called. It's across from the police station.
It is
Because
called the
it's a wedding
Trailside
venue.
Event Center.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just stalling while I get the link, but I will put that in chat.
Yeah, no, thank you, thank you, thank you. What else? On?
Oh, girl, you just cut out. What'd you say?
Oh, is there anything going on with anyone else? Any upcoming events? Maybe you need volunteers for something. This is the time to shout that out. Maybe you heard a great story of someone and you'd like to share. This is your time. We would love to hear from you.
Prevent Child Abuse Illinois, Jeanette just killed it at helping co-host and facilitate one of our drug endangered children Illinois Deck Lions lunch and learns. So thanks, Jeanette, for being a part of that. I know I dragged you in there. It was so good to see you and John and Frankie all in one place, and I just felt so proud. I'm like, those are my people. I was texting Grace and I was like, I'm so proud of them. So that was so fun to be a part of that with you and have our organizations kind of work together on that. But we have our last lunch and learn next week, and I think it's exploring kinship of care. It's a great one for grandparents raising grandchildren or anyone raising somebody that's not biologically their child, possibly, but it's just a great one when to talk about any challenges and things like that, working with youth and substance misuse and things like that. And then Jeanette put in her original email sending out the wrong link, but it's okay. The flyer for our domestic violence trainings. And so October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So Rachel, who is our domestic violence program coordinator, she is going to be doing 2 opportunities for a exposure to domestic violence, like impacts on children, training in October, and that's free in a webinar. So yeah, we always have a bunch of webinars going out, but if you guys have any training opportunities or anything you'd ever like me to send out to the central region, I send out email blasts to like 700 people with different training opportunities and things like that. So I'm happy to always add those in with mine as well. So yeah, that's what we got going on.
Thank you, Amy. And thanks for your kind words and even reaching out. You know, it's to be a part of something, to be asked to be a part of something like that it continues to humble me. And I'm grateful. I do want to shout out, seeing Sheriff Boyd here. There are positions available at the Logan County Jail. They are hiring, is what I'm saying. So if you know anyone, or you know someone who may be a great candidate, please send them to Sheriff Boyd. I'm sure that he would like to get some bodies in there that are going to do the job and do it well. So wanted to shout that out for you, Sheriff Boyd. Anything else? Molly, is there anything coming up? A walk challenge or something?
I do have a walking challenge, October 1 through 31. It's the Harvest 100. It's 100 miles. There's an app that you can download. Let me share the link to sign up for the challenge in the chat.
Awesome. So yeah, they want us to walk 100 miles in a month.
You can do it.
We can do it.
Enjoy the fall weather. You can do it inside, you can do it outside. It tracks all your steps. So we have a lot of staff that earn most of their miles just walking the forest here at the hospital. So
I bet. And so when you hit that 100 miles, tell them what they win.
You get a cute long sleeve t-shirt for free. So
there you go. There you go. Let me tell you, people be about those t-shirts, and Molly holds them tight. So you got to earn it to get it. I just got to say that. Yeah. No, thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you.
I was wondering, Kim or Lori, did you have any updates on Hope on 5th while we have you here?
Don't have any other particular updates other than we have a huge waiting list and we keep getting more, which it would be nice to be able to do more, but we're plugging away and doing what we can.
I'm going to repeat what you said, Kim, just your speaker. You might want to take a peek at that because it's not doing you justice. But Kim said, with Hope on Fifth, I didn't hear how many people are there now, Kim?
Right now we have 22.
22. So we have 22 folks and a double-digit waiting list. So the need is here. And we are telling all folks, if you don't know what to do, if you don't know how to help, go on their Amazon wish list, send your money that way. That is who and where we want to fund in our community to truly build this thing out. We have a beautiful, very unique thing happening in Logan County that could potentially be mirrored in other communities. And so super excited of what's going on. But again, we cannot do anything, one, without bodies, and two, without money, right? So shout that out, right, Kim? We need money.
Yeah, we always need money.
But everyone that is a part of Hope on Fifth, they're volunteers. And these folks have big, big full-time jobs and still are running this incredible, shelter for people to be able to have a safe space to lay their head. So if you want any more information about Hope on Fifth, please reach out. We want you to know what it is. We want you to know about it. And we want you to actively be updated about what's going on there. So thank you, Kim.
Yeah, thanks for getting the word out and helping us.
Oh yeah. If anyone ain't gonna talk about it, this girl will bring it up. All right. Anyone else? Well, all right. Again, it never falls short on me that you could be anywhere and you're here with us. Thank you for your time. We do ask if you could help. A simple way is to our social media. Join it, pass it. When you see things, putting it forward. Like I said, our panel discussion is on our pages as well. Our next meeting is October 16th at 2 p.m. And we will be at Hope on Fifth. Hopefully, there ain't no hand, foot, and mouth disease going on or kids sick or whatever, but we'd love to be together in person when we can. So that will be our next meeting. And then we want to make sure you have our contact information should you need to reach us. But we appreciate you. Should any questions come later, please reach out. We want to answer those questions. You all know that my goal is always to share good, accurate information. And I'm going to circle back. I need to shout out Joanna just hanging out with us. Joanna is our state guru that's out there moving and grooving and yet she's here with us in Logan and Mason County. And I will say this because I've had the privilege to spend time with her and the other folks on the team. These folks have the heart posture, okay, for what we need to make this thing really work. And again, it is we're building this thing. We have some things we got to work out, but the beautiful thing is that we're working, right? And so, Joanna, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. That is so sweet. I absolutely love coming to your meetings. I wish I could come more often. Now I have like 47 Ross councils that I try to step in and out as I can. But I love coming over here. I'm always bragging about you guys. And I was just sharing with Grace, I'm like, when someone put on the chat that they were what is it that they are becoming the certified peer recovery? And I was like, oh my God. And I'm like telling Grace, I'm like, you don't even understand. I'm like, you guys got to put that in your impact report. And I'm like, just know that it's like across the board. Like I literally went back to school. Like I'm so inspired by all of the Ross councils and all the work that you guys are doing. I'm in the process of getting my MSW. I'm really, really excited. And I'm just like, we got to keep moving, man. We got to keep like, gotta stay connected and stay, and I have no intentions on leaving the state. So I've been working with the state for 12 years. I absolutely love my job, but I'm like just excited to learn and grow, and yeah. So you guys inspire me every single day, and it's not a joke. I'm a huge fan of the work that all of you guys do. I was just bragging with Kim in the Teams chat. I'm like, I actually went to like 4 meetings today, and I'm like on the biggest high. I'm like, this is
Yay, 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 yay. No,
yeah.
it's good. Look, that I think the work we do, there's days where um you couldn't compensate the pain, the hurt, the sadness that we may feel. There's no dollar amount that could compensate. But then there are those moments, right? Those moments where you get to be part of the miracle. You get to hear about and witness the miracle, and there's no amount of money that could, just pay for that. And so I think we do deal with both extremes. But again, thank you so much for being with us and taking time out.
Thank you guys.
Yep. Well, I thank you all. If anyone has any questions, we'll stay on for a couple minutes. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I hope to see some of y'all at our walk. Thank you, guys. Bye, Danny.